Okay, we are 1 week in, and you can see we definitely have some growth. This one's probably the biggest. I think I'm gonna have to take its little lid off. It's touching. And then this one over here, I thought I was going to have to replace, it's hard to get focus, but it's growing. So that's good. And then if we come over to the basil, got a little bit of basil growing too. So they're doing well. I checked the water in the week and it was good. It looks like it's pretty good. I might top it off just a little bit. And then this one over here, yeah, that one's probably okay. But all in all, they're doing well. I am happy. All right, let's take the lid off of this one. Ooh, look at that. Look at how delicate they look. So I do have up here on the desk, I haven't started it yet, but probably will soon, is a fan. I've heard that it's good to have airflow on the leaves. It helps to strengthen them. So I'll probably start that up soon. Hopefully it won't be too much air. Here we are, week 2. You can see how big the lettuce is getting. Pretty good. I've got a fan going and blowing on them. They seem to be doing okay with that, even though it's a constant. And then if we look over here, you can see the basil's coming in pretty good. Still not quite as big. So lettuce definitely grows faster, but probably by the end of this week I'll be able to take the little caps off of the basil. Well, I missed last week, but here we are at 4 weeks. You can see how full the lettuce has gotten. I do need to add some plant food. I'll change the water first and then add some plant food. Basil's still growing. It's definitely growing at a much slower rate, but doing well. So I'll get a couple clips of the water change, and I was also going to trim the roots a little bit so that it doesn't get too crazy and start growing into the pump if it hasn't already. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is just to make it a little bit easier to clean the water, is I am going to trim some of this back. So I think what I'm going to do is a combination of pull off some of the leaves from the outside, and then I might trim some of this down on the top a little bit too. I don't think you're supposed to take more than 2/3 of the plant off, so I'll try to be careful not to do that. Quite a bit of lettuce there. Pretty happy about that. I think we'll have a good salad. And this is what it looks like after. I could probably take more off, but was nervous. This is my first time trimming it, so I didn't want to do too much. So now I'm going to take and change the water. All right, so I just pulled these out. You can see there's quite a bit of roots here. Good thing is it doesn't look like they were going into the pump at all yet. So I will switch the water out, and like I said, I'm going to trim these roots back just a little bit. Again, I don't want to do too much because I don't want to kill the lettuce plants. Okay, so I just trimmed back just kind of the long ends, and we'll see how that works. Okay, I changed out all the water, so you can see the water is nice and clean now. Kind of just wiped around the edges. Apparently didn't do very well. And then I'm going to wipe around the edges of this, kind of clean that top off as well, and then put it back together. Okay, so I put 2 capfuls of the plant food in and put them back on, and now I'm going to press the button here. And it'll circulate the water and the new food that was put in and reset the timer. Good. Now I'm going to do this one. I haven't cleaned this one before, so I had read online that it was easier, so we'll see. Okay, so for this one, looks like just kind of lift this piece out of there, and there's a whole lot less roots than from the lettuce. I did notice the lettuce, gosh, I have to fill the water every other day. So we'll put that down there. This water looks a lot cleaner. And so I will, I think I'm gonna take that out. Yeah, take the pump off and take it apart. And I'll clean this one out. Okay, good. So I've got them all put back together, and I'll start the fan again. Give a little airflow, and that's it. So I will leave the link to both of these AeroGardens in the description below if you're interested in getting your own. I'll also link, I've got the different seed kits that I had bought, and these actually came from Sam's Club. But they're really great scissors. But I'll leave the link below to the AeroGarden supplies in the description. So thank you for watching, and check back for more videos.